Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour and welcome back to another 1v1 replay cast. Looks like today here we have a 1v1 Clan Wars match, which are generally higher level 1v1s than you see like just in Game Ranger or just like if you join it for fun game on Revora or whatever. So expecting some fireworks here. We've got RSK Savage in the bottom right as the China Vanilla in the green, and then we've got MTKing in the top left as the orange, also China Vanilla. So actually one of my favorite matchups, China Vanilla Mirror. I think it always ends in some decent games, usually 10 or 15 minute games. Usually a massive range of mix of units. So like, for example, you see new cannons, Infernos, ECMs, Napalm, MiGs, all kinds of units all mixed in. So we're gonna see, I think, two different build orders here. Got a War Factory from MTKing, so double War Factory, double supply, and actually from Savage, we've got him going for a barracks. Just straight away, I prefer the two War Factories on this map. If it was like a long map with lots of oils, then I think it's worth going for it. So let's say they were playing on liquid gold, for example, a massive map, takes ages to get across the map and attack your opponent. But here we're actually it's quite a close to map, and there's only one oil which can be shut down pretty easy by just this flamer, for example. So generally, yeah, I don't think the barracks build order will pay off, and he's actually not got a perfect supply placement as well, whereas we do have a perfect supply placement from MTKing. What's going on here? What? Don't really know what he's doing. What's he building a barracks down there for? Got a flamer going straight through the middle. The oil capture is going to actually come in. He could actually just run that over with the dozer. That'd be a big blow. I mean, if he gets that oil, then I actually think this build order actually works out. But he shouldn't be allowed to get that oil. That's the thing. The power does go down for a dragon effect. Flamer here from the green China now, going to shut down this barracks. That was a complete waste, really. I don't think there was any need for a barracks there. It does have a battle master here. It's one of the only times you'll make a battle master as China, which is to kill the enemy dragons. They're pretty good against them. We've got a sneaky flamer here from MTKing. He's not waypointed it looks like, around. Generally, you want to waypoint it around the back like that, but he has forgotten about it for now. That dozer did escape somehow, and another barracks has been dropped down. That flame is still not being used, but this fight is ongoing, and one gat has come out on top there for the green player. So, okay, this flame is going to come in now. But yeah, that oil still exists. So even if he does some damage here, which he is going to do some good damage, he set the overdrive there. You can see the sparks coming from the power plant. Don't know if that was needed. I think that's a mistake. I think, yeah, that was a mistake. He pressed overdrive. He didn't need it at the moment, I don't think, because he didn't have anything else. That was a mistake. He killed his power faster than it would otherwise have gone down. I think the correct thing would have been to sell it rather than set the overdrive. Maybe a bit of a panic moment, though. Maybe pressed the wrong button. That flamer will go down. Could have killed that outpost, though. And the gat there does get taken out as well. So in the middle now, we've got garrison building and another tank enter for green, but this oil's still not killed, man. You cannot just leave this oil. We've seen it in previous games, like when Queen Muff played tank versus Tox. In that particular game, the oil's got left for ages, and I mean, he's going to wait here until he gets the capture upgrade. But I mean, the correct response from green would be to send a gat over here and stop that. So yeah, you should kill it. You should flame it as soon as you see him capturing it. But either way, orange is going to do a big push here. Takes out one outpost. There's only two gats remaining. It's lacking outposts. If this army now just goes in here, probably can close down the war factory. Yeah, especially with the help of the battle master. Yeah, not looking too good for the green player, but for Savage, I don't know why I keep calling him green. I call him by his name, Savage. MTKing is not getting this oil yet, despite him having the capture upgrade. Just leaving the oil once again. We're seeing it time and time again. Gats coming in now from... Gonna say green again, but it's Savage. He's got outpost now. He's got pretty much the same composition. He's just got a battle master instead of one of the gats. This guy does. Nice little fight. I think orange is coming out on top, but behind this, he's not doing anything behind it. He's got some units queued up or whatever. Yeah, the whole focus is here. Okay, and that's the bad thing about Battlemaster. Doesn't really do anything against Outpost now. It's the direct counter. But 3 trucks there. Looks like actually perfect supply placement with 3 trucks, which is actually quite rare. It's like seeing a 3-eyed person or something. It looks kind of weird. I only recently learned that actually the Marauder tank in General 0 Hour was supposed to actually have at one point 3 cannons. So you're supposed to be able to scrap it. I don't know if it would be like a 4th Simon, you get like a 3rd cannon. But it was deemed to be, I think, too strong, and it was stripped from the game. So you see here, he's gone to capture the oil, and again, the correct response from green, come in and just run over the red guard. So that oil has now been there since pretty much the beginning of the game, because he went straight there with the red guard. It should not have been ever allowed to be happening. It should have been flamed down instant. Lotus is going to be chased away. This outpost should go down real easy. It's got really low HP as a GAT there as well. Okay, so orange, aka MTKing, is now collecting from the middle, but there are some tank hunters inside of here, and that's at an awkward angle because it's just at the right angle to fire through there and kill the trucks, and there's 2 in there as well, so taking quite a bit of damage. Ooh, it's not firing a lot of the time though. Interesting. It's because it is literally through that gap only. Weird that it can't be shot there now as well, unless you need to manually click it. Flamer coming to clear that out now. Orange's army is just being pushed away, but he's still leaving this oil, man. This is... Okay, he's got the Lotus out. Okay, fair enough, he's got the Lotus. But yeah, if you're gonna take 5 minutes to get to recapture any oil, just kill it, because it's not worth those 5 minutes. In those 5 minutes, you could be dead. Lotus is gonna capture the CC of orange now. I keep saying, I don't know why I've got orange and green. I'm just gonna MTKing. MTKing's CC has been captured. This building has now been cleared out, and he's going to send his entire army back to find the Lotus. Does not need the entire army. Keep all of that here to keep the map control, and then send just 1 GAT, 1 outpost back. Don't need to send your whole army after it. Helix is going to get it anyway. I don't know if the Helix will vet up after that. Nah. This Lotus does need to be careful though. It has revealed that he's got a Helix out now because he did chase the Lotus, so he needs to be careful now because there is a GAT here. I don't know why the GAT's going back, because it's got 2 things to pick off here. Both the Helix HP to pick off, and also the Black Lotus. Ooh, Flamer there, not being used. Could clear out that building and kill a dozer. Put some pressure on that bunker. Probably can, if there's only 2 tank gunners in there, it can 1v1 the bunker. Let's see. There's only 2 in there, so yeah, if you go straight at that bunker and flame wall it, I think the bunker does go down. I think the dragon tank will die in the process, or maybe I don't know actually. I can't remember. I think a flamer can break through one with 2. Yeah, if it's got 2 in there, I think it can break through, and if it's got 3 tank hunters, yeah, it's enough to take down the dragon tank. Gatling cannon being placed down here. Okay. But the thing is, that bunker is too far down. Let the dragon tank through before. And this GAT cannon is too far down as well. So a dragon tank could still go through. And he's going to lose this now as well. And this scaffold, a little bit ambitious because the army is right here. He's going to have to cancel that. Otherwise, he's going to lose 2k. Lotus is back in the base of orange. Green has pretty much made it straight away and gone straight across the map. And if that did get cancelled, both players are floating 10k. What the hell? Both players are floating 10k. Insane. Looks like these trucks have sorted themselves out, and that oil is still not being killed by either player. And MTKing has got it now. Oh, MiGs come in, but actually there was no napalm. Big mistake. You never want to go in against China with no napalm. Because with napalm, they kill GATs real easy, but without napalm, they really struggle against GATs. Helix comes in. Actually, Vet 2 is going to pretty much annihilate the whole of Savage's army. The Helix does go down, but I think it's already too late for Savage because there's too many tank gunners here, too many overlords. He has the oil advantage. He's got the middle supply advantage, although the Lotus is capturing the propaganda center, which is causing problems. Back in the base, CC now being placed down, but he's actually already got a CC. So that's a mistake. Unless he's scared of getting dozer hunted. But yeah, there's no real reason, I think, to drop down 2 CCs there. MTKing is now floating almost 15k, which you should never really ever be doing that. Unless your name is Big Size and you've got a 90% chance of winning, you should never be floating that amount of cash. Like, you could be dropping down airfields, another war factory. Okay, I think the Lotus probably did capture the airfield, to be fair. Yeah, just spamming out of the war factories. There's no way the production has been continuous. There's no need for that second CC. Big attack coming here now. And the Inferno's doing damage from range. But the Carpet Bomb going to come in. And I think that's going to wreck the entire army. Ah, that's a painful hit. Okay, doesn't kill both of the Overlords. Both of the Overlords do survive. Does need to get out of there now, because there is a outpost chasing this away. You can see the Gatling Cannon doing damage from afar. The Lotus is still chilling at the top left of the map. MTKing, man, 21k. That is unbelievable. On this map? Like if it was on Liquid Gold or Twilight Flame, okay, fair enough. On this map? 20k? Okay, comes in, kills only the supply. Could have been a little bit of better placement. Could have taken down the War Factory as well. But nevertheless, kills the supply. Does significant damage to the other buildings. Another War Factory being dropped down by Savage. And Savage has done a bit of a retaliation here and taking out the Overlords. I mean, MTKing, man, he's not comfortably winning. I'd say it's quite even if you look at just what's on the map now. But the fact that he's got 20k, if all that was pumped into units on the map right now, he would win this hands down, absolutely no problem. So yeah, if I was in this game now and I had that amount of money, I would be dropping down a third War Factory and then the Propaganda. And making sure all of them are pumping out 3 or 4 units skewed out of all the War Factories. Spend all the money and win the game. Gats and Outpost is always key if you're unsure about what to build. This is going to get cleared up by MTKing anyway. This Overlord's going to get chased away by the Tank Hunters. I think that the Overlord will eventually win. Tank Hunters are trying to chase it and probably plant a TNT on it, but the Gat is going to come back. Still Outpost just chilling here. This oil has been left. So that's a big mistake from Savage, really. The fact that that oil has been left for ages again. If as soon as you see the oil captured, if you're not planning on getting it back or you think you're going to struggle, send a flame in there, kill it instant. Do not leave it. The fact that it's been alive for 12-13 minutes on this map is a little bit crazy. Usually that oil is one of the first things to die if someone tries to capture it, at least. MTKing is still collecting from the middle. Big engagement here. We've got 2 Overlords for green. A load of his army's going down, but actually the Overlords for MTKing are going down too. The Overlord's now going to retreat for Savage. He's actually going to go back. And MTKing is just chilling. I mean, there's a few things that MTKing could make. He doesn't know the number of Gats, so I'd be thinking maybe you could drop down an airfield and just invest in a load of helixes. He has spent his money now, so he has spent it on something. Probably going to be Overlord's ECMs, I imagine. Carpet Bomb does come in and kills, I think, was it one of the Overlords? Or was there only one there anyway? Yeah, kills 1 unit either way. Don't think it was an Overlord. It's Infernos, actually, he's making. Infernos, okay. I think if you watch Boyka play China Mirror a lot at the moment, he's having quite good success in it, and he's one of the people making nuke cannons. So I think nuke cannon is not a bad thing to make. Does take out 1 Gat with a carpet. Unfortunately, green actually retreated there for him. Green's completely mined out of supplies, but he does have the oil. And again, the Inferno's just kind of sitting here, not killing the oil. Or literally, they only have to move to there and just click on the oil, and the oil is dead. Don't want to let an opponent have an oil for too long. The Lotus is on the way though, I suppose. Oh, sorry, that's for the green player actually. Lotus not on the way for MTKing. Okay, so that supply now is cleared. Both players are level 4, both pretty even in terms of XP. I think that's Napalm now. Yeah, he does have the Napalm finally. And the MiGs are in the air as well, so that's pretty much what he's invested his money on. A lot of it has been on MiGs and Infernos. MTKing has got a massive army out now of Overlords, ECMs, Napalm, MiGs. I'd say there's pretty much no way Savage can lose this now. Sorry, yes, MTKing can lose it now. His army is so big. The only thing that can save Savage now is a Carpet Bomb, but then even with the second wave, like let's say you use Carpet here, which it probably is going to be. And that's the thing about these ECMs and Infernos, Gats, they're all susceptible to a Carpet. Carpet can come in and just wipe them out, whereas an Overlord might be able to survive. If it just gets out of the way a little bit, Overlord will probably survive. Lotus comes in now and captures the CC of MTKing again. But he did build 2, so he's got a backup. Just want to keep 1 MiG on guard on the whole base, and there's nothing they can absolutely do. Some players, when they play China Vanilla, or if they play like tank against, or whatever kind of China, as long as you just keep 1 MiG circling on your base, even without the upgrades, as long as you just keep that 1 MiG, Lotus is rendered pretty much useless. But yeah, Outpost and a GAT is the other option. Carpet does come in and kills a lot of the army. 2 Overlords do go down. A lot of Infernos go down. I think 3 Infernos. Mine Drop comes in outside of the War Factory. And now MTKing's army is not actually looking that powerful anymore against this, because there's 2 ECMs here. No subliminal messaging from Savage. That is a mistake. Subliminal messaging, as soon as you get the propaganda, it's one thing you want to get. It makes the unit so much stronger. It doubles the healing rate, for example, of the speaker tower. Wonder who's going to come out on top here, because this Inferno's disabled that one, so it can't shoot right now. It looks like actually Savage is going to come out on top, but Carpet Bomb comes in and might actually finish that Overlord. It does, and both players have received mutual assured destruction. Where you agree to a fight or agree to a war and you both lose absolutely everything, and that's exactly what happened there. So artillery coming across now for which player? They're both bang even in terms of XP as well. This oil still exists, man. Why is that oil not killed? Artillery coming across. Where is that going to land? Okay, on the airfield. So at this point, he doesn't really have much money, MTKing. So probably needs to be selling off these supplies, use these trucks to collect from the middle, and then remake that airfield. Because those MiGs at this point in the game are super, super important. Inferno's trying to kill the outpost, but the outpost might actually... Oh, I think he force-fired the ground there, maybe. Did kill the outpost, but there's 1 tank hunter. Might still lose an Inferno if he's not quick. Wonder if he's got retaliation on or not. Okay, let's go down. Lotus is still chilling here. I think he knows there's still a Lotus around, or maybe he's just forgotten about it, because the Lotus captured the CC, and I don't think he did anything about it. He's just keeping the MiGs circling and pushing out with his army, but needs to find that Lotus and needs to kill this oil man. I mean, finally, almost 20 minutes into the game, and it's now going to be killed. That's the only thing keeping green in the game. Outpost here now going to harass the trucks, but this is where you could use the MiGs, because they just, if you use 2 MiGs, it kills that easy. I suppose he could just use the Infernos as well. It's going to get cleared up. Lotus is still chilling here, and the airfield has not been re-dropped down, and these buildings are not being sold off. And even if you were struggling for money so much, you would sell the propaganda, because there's nothing you can make anyway now, because his money's so low. Getting the airfield down and landing those MiGs is priority, because once those MiGs are fired, they're not able to use, and it's such a massive waste. So getting that 1k airfield placed down is so important at this point in the game. Carpet Bomb comes in from MTKing. It's going to finish off that supply, I think. Might kill the War Factory as well. Let's see. Just leaves it. I think it's through the placement. If he'd have done it like there, for example, I think it would have killed it. But yeah, because it was there, it didn't quite kill it. But I mean, he's got no money anyway, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. Something got picked off there. I guess it was a gap. But now their MiGs are not able to land, man. That is a huge mistake. Sell these supplies. Sell the War Factory. Sell the Propaganda Center. You've got 2 War Factories, and they can't produce anything. But all these MiGs now, there's no way he's going to keep up the micro of just keeping them flying. They're just all going to die. A waste of 4,800. Carpet Bomb coming in again. And it's going to kill maybe an Overlord. Yeah, kills the Overlord. 3 Infernos left. Again, though, with Savage, sell one of the War Factories. Sell the weak one that's about to die anyway and give the enemy free XP. Make something from that one, because there's nothing he can... there's nothing he can make right now anyway. He needs the money. Get the 1k out and make an extra unit. Might win you the game. Might save you the game. These MiGs still circling, but 2 MiGs died. A huge error, man, just letting the MiGs die like that. Lotus still chilling here. Maybe waiting for the MiGs to shoot something, so then the Lotus can just clean up. But yeah, selling one of these War Factories, selling the Propaganda, selling these useless buildings. getting more units out now, because now he's at risk of losing the game. There's very, very little units on the game on the field. MiGs now coming in. They're not going to be able to land. Now the Lotus is just going to be able to have free reign. I think that's what he's waiting for. Yeah, it is. It's what he's waiting for. Going to now capture the war factory. But these MiGs not being able to land. That's 2,400 wasted there. 2,400 already fallen out of the sky because no airfield was placed down. Outpost ECM. Ooh, I don't know what's going to happen to the Lotus, because it could slowly die to the outpost. The outpost needs to keep following. So both players don't have very much at all. I mean, he sold the war factory, right? So did he get extra money for that? Did he make a gap? No. What did he make with it? He's getting an extra 1k there. What's he going to make? It's got a Battlemaster up there. Like, I think he had 1k then, so he could have built an airfield and used that MiG. That MiG could win the game. But the MiGs have just fallen out of the sky now. So $4,800 worth of MiGs have just fallen out of the sky because of a 1k airfield was not placed down. Lotus is still running around. Gonna go and try and reheal somewhere, I guess. But no, there's no barracks. So okay. ECM locks down the outpost. Needs to shoot the outpost because that's the thing that's detecting the Lotus. Now the Lotus can just clear up. Surely that's game over. Support powers. Oh, Lotus versus Lotus. Well, he's got less buildings. This is where sell both of them. Make a dozer quick. Drop down a scaffold. And then don't finish it. Leave it to like 98%. But it's too late now. It's too late for green, I think. Carpet and artillery already coming across. They'll be on those two buildings, and then he'll capture that. If green's lucky, this carpet bomb might actually kill the Lotus. Almost. He sells it anyway, though. See? Oh, he's captured that. What the f... He's captured the CC. Oh, that's cost him the game. That's cost him the game. The scaffold has been placed down here. So actually, if he's placed down a scaffold, as long as he just doesn't complete that, then the Lotus can't capture it. So yeah, I don't think green can win now. Oh no, wait, he's got a CC. But the Lotus is coming back though. That Lotus is going to capture it. Yeah, green. Oh, he's got this though. He's got this. Okay, he's been allowed to capture the barracks as well. What the hell? What the hell? I think MTKing was just concentrating on using his own Lotus, but now this Lotus has been found. The Red Guard can chase it, so keep following it because you kill that Lotus. That's it. But there is a Battlemaster. Oh my god, what a close game. I'm confused about what's going to happen, man. I'm confused who's got what now. Is that Orange's last building? He's got a scaffold here, so no, it's not. But finally, he sold that supply. It was useless anyway, man. You need the extra money. You needed the extra money for about the past 20 minutes. Okay, so green is going to find the Lotus. That's GG if that Lotus dies. Lotus is dead. Right, so who's got what now? Because whose is that? Whose is that? That's green's, right? So orange MTKing as oh man. Could he have still won? He could have dropped down the barracks. So he would have $500. He could have cancelled the power scaffold. He would have 1,000 for that because he could add $1,500 worth of barracks units. He possibly could have still won. Unlikely, but he possibly could have still won. It would have been worth fighting to the death there because the enemy didn't have very much. So what a mental game. I can't even remember what color won in the end. What a crazy game down to the last scaffold. So let me just get it straight in my head. I actually forgot who won. You know what? I'm just going to wrap it up. I actually it got so close there. I forgot who scaffold. Yeah, orange lost, yeah? Yeah, green one. Okay. Crazy scenes on Melting Snow. Yeah, so green won. Okay, MTKing, where could he have done better? Don't let the enemy capture your CC. Probably number one. Don't let your enemy capture your barracks. Probably number two. But spend that 20k, man. He was in a winning position for the majority of that game. He had 20k and a decent army. He had MiGs that he could have landed on airfield. There's a few improvements there to be made, but then again, not every player is going to be the same level of size or Xgal and have been playing the game for close to 17 years or 20 years. Whatever. Some of these players are not as experienced or not as fast and not as pro as all the top 10 players in the world. So yeah, MTKing, I know he's trying to improve at the moment. I've seen him posting a few replays, asking for tips and stuff, and I absolutely love that. Hopefully from this replay, hopefully I didn't grill him too much. He's learned a few things, and also Savage as well. I think a key thing for both players is as soon as the enemy's got the oil, you either need to retake it in the next 1 minute or you need to kill it. There's no in between. There's no hanging around, waiting 5 minutes or waiting 10 minutes or waiting 20 minutes before someone kills it. That's not such a thing. If you watch, like for example, DEFCON 6 3v3, all the pros playing it, one of the key targets is always the oils. As soon as they've got a carpet, as soon as they've got artillery, Spectre gunship, always straight on the oils. That's where you can learn how important the oils are, because generally the team who kills the enemy oils first generally wins. And I know DEFCON's a little bit different, that the oils there are more safe, but in that one the oil's like wide out in the open, which is why I don't think that oil capture build order is actually very strong. So if I was Savage, I would actually change your build order to 2 supplies, 2 war factories. I think that's far stronger. And if you see the enemy going for the oil, you instantly send your flamer there and just flame it down. In fact, even if you're not sure if the enemy's going for it or not, just flame it down anyway, because the flamer was right there in the beginning. Would have stopped him getting the advantage, and that probably could have won the game. You saw how close it was in the end. So imagine one tiny little change. Imagine like he sold the supply, he sold the 2 supplies, used them trucks to collect from the middle, and built an airfield so you could use the MiGs one more time. That probably would have been enough. Like, that game was knife edge, so close. There was like 0.5% difference in it. So close. Just make one tiny little change, like any of those little things that I said, and that game could have been flipped and the other person could have won it. So yeah, but I got super excited for that. China Vanilla Mirror, Melting Snow is not on a map we often see played. It's usually Tournament Desert or I think what I've casted recently, Lagoon I've recently watched. But yeah, that was super entertaining, super exciting, down to the wire. And even at the end, I wasn't even sure who won, because I wasn't sure whose Lotus was what, whose CC was what. Super exciting. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this one in the comments. GG, well played, and I'll see you in the next one.